Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be making this pomegranate cake and slash pie, and I chose to make this because it's so sweet and moist with tender vanilla crumb, and just the top is so golden and just so yummy. And also, the pomegranate adds a beautiful color and sweet spin on the vanilla, and plant-based is just so nice because this is also vegan slash plant-based. And I just chose this because I'm fasting right now, so we need to make food that's vegan. So yeah, let's get started with our ingredients. So here, 225 grams of cake flour, which would be 1.5 cups. Or you could use all-purpose flour, doesn't really matter, just any flour. And then you have 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder. Here you have, you can't really see something like this. I'm using Himalayan salt. Now the amount is a 1/4 teaspoon of Himalayan salt. It doesn't have to be Himalayan, though I like Himalayan because it just it tastes better. And then here I have 100 grams of plant-based butter, which would be 6 tablespoons, 1.5 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 95 grams of cane sugar, which would be a 1/2 cup, and you'll need 75 grams of applesauce because you can't use eggs, so applesauce is the best replacement. And you'll need a 1/4 cup, 120 milliliters of plant-based milk of your choice, which would be a 1/2 cup too, 130 grams of pomegranate arils, so that would be the pomegranate seed. And now your equipment will be 2 bowls. You can use whatever your size. I'm using a small one and a big one. And you'll need a pan. I'm using a silicone pan, and I already greased it. And then you'll also need an electric mixer to mix our butter. Now let's get started. So now, so we don't waste too much time, you're gonna put your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, or you could say 180 degrees Celsius. So now guys, while our oven is heating, you're gonna add all your dry ingredients, which is your flour, your baking powder, your salt, and I like how there's not too much salt or else it will be too salty, and your sugar. I like how there's a lot of sugar. You're gonna whisk it up with your baby whisk. No, don't worry, it's optional which whisk you use. I like that I have a big whisk, like a medium whisk, and a baby whisk, and I want to get the giant whisk for big things, but we don't have giant bowls, so I can't use it. But I still can. I'm just gonna mix that up, and then it should look like this. You're just gonna push that aside. So now, guys, you're gonna take all your butter and just put it in. And I'm not gonna mix it right now because it's pretty hard to mix, so I'm gonna ask my mom to mix. You have your thingy, your butter, into your mixing bowl thingy, jiggy. So I'm gonna go on and add in my applesauce. Just last try. Just like that. If there's any more later, I'll get it out. My milk. Oh, and my vanilla. So now, guys, you're going to, after it's fully mixed, and it's so creamy and smooth and fluffy, just like this, you're going to slowly add it into your pan, just like my technique right here. You're gonna sort of scrape it and pour it. Now, after it's been in, as you guys can see, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna spread it just very bit, just to make it sure that it's everywhere, just like this. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your pomegranate and you're sort of going to sprinkle it on, just like this. I got it all out, and there's just the parts that are on the top. You can just, if there's no batter on there, so it won't stick on you, you can just sort of try to spread it very little, so it goes everywhere. So now this is how it looks. So beautiful. And now everybody, you're going to put it into your oven and for 50 to 60 minutes. And then after that, you're gonna let it cool for 10 to 15 minutes in the cake pan before removing it, also so it gets a bit dry. But it's still gonna be moist, don't worry. Guys, so this is our beautiful cake. Okay, I was talking more eating. So, oh my goodness, and it's so moist and it's so easy to cut. Even though this is a sharp knife, it's just, if you can see me, so smooth, and even the end is smooth. And now, taste test. Oh, and just a closer look. I love how it's like this on the inside, and it is cooked. Tastes so good, and I love how it's vegan, so we can eat this every day now. I love how there's not too much pomegranate, so when you just crunch that pomegranate, it just gives it this sweet taste. And that the inside, it tastes so good, and it tastes like there's eggs in it, but there's not. So yeah, and if you guys saw me cut it, it's so smooth. It just looks beautiful. Make sure to comment down below, give this video a huge thumbs up. Bye! Chef Celina!